giving you the inside track on local businesses. This is 13 Inside Track, sponsored by CarDon.
Welcome to 13 Inside Track. I'm Laura Steele. Today joining us in studio is Kendra Edwards with CarDon Associates. We're also happy to have with us today Detective Mike Morley of the Carmel Police Department. You are officially the FBI Financial Crimes Task Force Officer. We're going to talk to you about how our seniors can protect themselves from financial scams. And boy, there are a lot of them out there, but we're going to touch on some. Let's talk to you about the resource hub that CarDon Associates has, Kendra.
So CarDon Associates developed and created the Senior Resource Hub. And we take information, take questions about how aging, safety, that type of thing. And through that, we get a lot of questions about financial scams with seniors. So we partnered with Mike and the Carmel Police Department to kind of provide information how we can protect seniors.
And we've got a trend going right now. What is the trend that we're seeing amongst our seniors and financial scams?
Yeah, so the trend we're seeing right now is very concerning to us is law enforcement impersonation. And so what these scammers are doing is it typically begins with a spoof phone call or a little pop-up on your computer screen where you get contacted by a trusted source, or it appears to be.
Looks like a trusted source,
like Amazon or Norton or Apple. And they will transfer you to what you think is a law enforcement officer. And that officer will tell our victims that their life savings, their bank account, their retirement accounts are not safe. They need to withdraw those funds and turn them over to law enforcement for safekeeping, which of course is not really the case.
And we've had cases where they come to the door after process has started, impersonating themselves as an officer.
Yeah, so starting with that phone call, they build trust through that phone call to convince you that you're talking to law enforcement. And then we are seeing where they are actually showing up to people's houses or meeting them in the parking lot of a convenience store, that kind of thing, to pick up. And it's typically either cash or gold that they're asking to be turned over.
That is really tough to hear. Let's talk about how our seniors can protect themselves. What's the first step that they take?
Yeah, so looking for those red flags. As I mentioned, when you get a phone call in, you can spoof a phone number, which is to say the caller ID can be faked. So even though it looks like the Carmel Police Department is calling you, it may not actually be the police department that's calling. So if you have any question at all about who you're talking to, you can just hang up the phone, look up that phone number yourself from a trusted source, and call that number back to verify. It may even be the same number you just saw in the caller ID, but it'll actually go through to the real police department.
That's so super important to know who you're talking to when you think you're talking to someone in this world of technology and this world of being able to impersonate. It's a really scary time for our seniors, really all of us. Yeah. So thank you for that great advice, Detective. Let's go back to the advice that you have on the resource hub at CarDon Associates.
Just go to cardon.us and look up the Senior Resource Hub there.
All right. Thank you so much. Kendra Edwards with CarDon Associates, also Detective Mike Morley with the Carmel Police Department. These are really important things that we're hearing about, and we don't want our seniors to be affected by this. And I am Laura Steele with 13 Inside Track. Thank you for joining us today.